June 1969, I left Israel after a year of working on kibbutzim, collective farms. From there, I traveled north. I convinced a Danish farmer to hire me on for the summer to live and work on his farm. Nobody else on the farm spoke English, so by the end of the summer, I could get along pretty well in Danish. After that, I traveled around Denmark a little bit, and my last full day in Denmark was in the university town of Aarhus. I met a very nice student named Bo. Bo said, there's 4 of us in our flat. Me, my girlfriend, this other couple were friends from childhood. Just yesterday, we met a really nice girl. Her name is Helen. She's coming to dinner tonight. You come too. Spend the night. And then tomorrow we'll send you off on your journey. Thanks, Bo. That's wonderful. So I walked with Bo to the flat. I met Viva, his wonderful girlfriend, and Per and Mariana, this other very nice couple. And the 5 of us, over tea and cookies, had the most agreeable chat in Danish. It was in Danish because I had lied to Bo from the beginning. Educated Danes speak English as well as I do. They do not want to speak Danish with an American, but I wanted to continue my Danish language immersion experience. So, of course, I told Bo that I was Israeli, that my mother was Danish, that's why I could speak some Danish, and that I could neither speak nor understand English. This was far-fetched. But Bo believed me, because what kind of idiot would make up a lie like that? Well, when I first met Bo, I thought I'd know him for 5 minutes and the lie would evaporate. But now it was hours, and I was lying to 4 people, and the smart voice in my head says, cut your losses, tell the truth, and they'll forgive you. The stupid voice in my head said, awkward, wait for just the right moment. Of course, the right moment was rapidly receding in the rear view mirror, and then it got more complicated. Knock on the door, in comes Helen, the new girl who just moved into town. And Helen was beautiful. I would have liked to connect with Helen. How do you connect with someone when you're disconnected from yourself? Another problem. Helen was from the United States of America, and the only language she spoke was English, and these sweet Danes were instantly translating everything she said from English into Danish for me, and everything I said from Danish into English for her. And the smart voice in my head says, I don't even know you. And the stupid voice in my head says, you're in too deep now. All through dinner, beautiful conversation flowed around the table. But I was more and more out of it because I had voices yelling at each other in my head. And finally, at the end of the dinner, I couldn't stand it anymore. And I blurted out in English, in my regular accent, I'm sorry. Instantly, they all knew that I was American and a liar, and I could see on their faces they did not like the liar part. Helen, it turns out, was a hothead. She stood up and she said, I've got to say something here. She couldn't find the words. What she could find was a big pitcher of ice water, which she dumped on my head. And the ice cubes bounced off and the water dripped off. And I said, thank you, Helen. And then Viva had this brilliant idea. She grabbed this stack of old newspapers, she balled up a sheet and she stuffed it down my shirt. And suddenly all of them were around me and they were balling up newspaper, stuffing it in my shirt, my pants up, down, and I looked like the Michelin Man. At this point, we were all laughing, and I was laughing hardest. Have you seen a toddler get overexcited laughing and all of a sudden he's crying? That happened to me. Water out my eyes, snot out my nose. It was humiliating. And they took pity and they backed off. And an hour later, we were all sitting around the living room having the wonderful conversation we were always supposed to have had. Every once in a while, one of them would say, "You asshole." And I'd say, "Thank you." I'd like to say that ever since that day, I have always told the truth. I'd like to say that, but that would be a lie.